Hi. Yeah, it's me. And y'all know, the last video I posted was about 3 years later. It's gonna be 3 years later. So that video was this about the BNSF for one derailment. That was in 2000. This is in 2003. He said, this is the crash of the decade. More fatal, more injuries, more just catastrophic. It all started when a CSX loaded in, and you see that smoke? Well, that's actually not. It was not a good thing. It was it had to stop because the power was just. It wasn't just running right. So they actually thought that this was gonna face this way, so any train was gonna go just straight and ignore it. Instead, they would have to go this way. And that's exactly what happened to NS, not BNSF, just the NS 402 with a lot of it was gonna take a long time for them to get all of this stuff. And it was heading full speed, not knowing what was ahead. These two tankers, you see them, right? Well, they actually had like pretty bad. It had pretty bad chemicals that will ultimately lead, that basically was one of the main reasons this was so catastrophic or fatal. This was going a little bit slower than the BNSF. Just look. So, yeah. Yeah, it went through the tunnel at a pretty fast rate. Not knowing what was going on. This was actually, what's it called? This was actually a record. It was a chase, kind of, train. So it was actually, this is how it was kind of doing. It was a chase. They chased it to around here. Except they didn't want to mess with this. Which they did. And this is how that happened. They took a little, they saw it. They actually ignored it until NS honked his horn. Alright, might not seem this bad, right? Well, it actually really wasn't bad until, well, it actually kind of was because, well, NS did do it. And so did CSX. It wasn't bad at first until, like I said, until the NS lit on fire. Or, no, not this NS. Oh yeah, this So this NS lid kind of smoked. Yeah, but the thing that really was when a fire happened. So this telescoped into this, and then it caught fire. The heat at 20. Side 10. It was big fire. Then it was time for the next to catch fire. Heat. See heat. The tankers had completely exploded. And it went on. It kind of went on. Just not even a small repairs. Shoot. This is what you call fire. All engines are lit up. Except the NS, the front NS. Yeah, no one knows why. And just look at this. A total of 10 people died. Including the guy who had to who chased it. 5 died instantly. And the other 3, the other 5 died later after the injuries, which is too bad. So, yeah. Once that fire was put out, it had already been too little, too late. Some of the things, all the things that lit a fire, are now corroded. They were just so scrap. Oh, and so was this. They were kind of scrap. Yeah, since they got fire. This NS, it was actually brand new, but it's fire. So is that other one. What about this? Oh yeah, not to mention the fact this is also called. And the rails were also called. The rails are also called. And so did some of the trees. all that remained. Now, here's why this is the wreck of the decade. There was more wrecks. I will make videos on probably. Did they have more? Did more people die? Yeah. This was just bad. Cause like the engines caught fire. Luckily, yeah, my boy was he was lucky. He didn't catch fire. Nothing happened to him. Well, he did needed he didn't need a little bit of help. Cause as you can see, CSX is telescoping. Oh yeah, don't forget about this. So some of the cars were even crying. Let me just... Yeah. So, yeah. My boy right here just kind of looked away because he started smiling. I don't know why. He was lucky. Nothing happened to him. And, yeah. And the rest of the 15 people saw this. More than half or 16 were in this crash. 10 people died in it. The other 6 had minor injuries. So, moral of the story, never switch a train track. Yeah, it sounds dumb, but something like this could happen, and you don't want this to happen, right? So, just never. Alright, bye.